There was a family of 5 who moved to Liberal, Kansas in 2016. Me and my family are privileged to be able to call them our friends, but little did we know the hardships they went through. A couple of months ago, she told us about it, and well, her husband had lost her job. Now, she didn't have a job because her job was watching the children, so that was 1 year that he didn't work. Now you might be asking, how'd they get through that 1 year? Well, today I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you how, and that's by knowing the importance of food storage. Some of you guys might not know what food storage is, and that's okay, but food storage can help you through many trials of your life, whether it's natural disasters, whether it's loss of jobs, or whether it's pandemics like this one. Now, you might be asking, what is food storage? Food storage is when you gradually buy food and preserve it rather than eating it immediately after you buy it. Now, one thing about food storage is you need to make sure you put it in a nice, cool temperatured room. For example, my mom used my sister's closet and it got too hot, so we had some cans burst open and spill everywhere, which is why it is important that you gotta make sure that it's in a nice, cool temperatured room. So one huge part of food storage that you need to know is rotation. Now, what's rotation? Rotation is really big in food storage because you are supposed to use your food storage. A lot of people, when they think of food storage, they think of how you're supposed to keep that food. Well, no, that's not it. You're actually supposed to use your food storage. So with rotation, that's where it comes in. So you're supposed to use your food storage, and when you use it, you're supposed to replace it. For example, my family, we use a lot of cereal, we use a lot of canned corn, we use a lot of pastas. Well, whenever we eat that, we replace it. So recently we ate a box of macaroni and cheese. So since we ate that, we're gonna go and buy another one and put it back. So that's basically what rotation is, and it's a huge part in keeping a food storage, because if you don't do that rotation, then your food's gonna spoil and you're not gonna realize it and it's gonna go bad. So another big thing of food storage is you need to make sure you get things that you like. You can't go and buy a can of tuna and not like it and expect to eat it. And so for my family, we don't eat a lot of canned seafood, and so we're not gonna go out and buy it, because if we go and buy it, we're not gonna eat it. It's just gonna be wasted. So you gotta make sure that you always get what your family is gonna eat. So for example, for my family, it'll be more pastas, macaroni and cheese, ramen, tomato soup, canned green beans, corn, you get the gist. So like I said in the beginning, food storage is really important because you never know when a food outage, like for example this pandemic, if you have a food storage, you're not gonna have to worry about going to Walmart and getting stuff. If you gradually build it up, you're gonna be fine. We were told to have at least a month's worth of food storage because they were expecting it to be at least a month before the stores opened if they closed them. And so that's a big help. Say we have a huge ice storm and you can't go into town, you have that food storage to lean on. That's how that family got through that year of no job. They had a food storage and they were able to eat off of that for a year. So that leads me to, how much do you need? A general idea of the amount of food storage you're supposed to have is at least 6 months to a year. And so I'm not saying to go out and buy a bunch of canned foods and foods you can preserve. I'm saying that you need to just gradually build it up. You don't have to go out and buy 30 cans of corn. You just build it up. So if you go to the store, just throw 2 cans of corn or 2 cans of green beans or 2 bags of pasta. Throw 2 bags in your car and put it in your food storage, and you will be surprised of how fast it builds up. So the importance of a food storage is really big because you never know when something like this is gonna happen. One time we were prepared is when we had that huge ice storm 2 years back. I don't remember when it was, but it was recent. And we were able to go to Liberal because we live out of town. And our food storage helped us get through that. Food storage doesn't even have to be food. It can be toilet paper, it can be toothpaste, toothbrushes, just all that stuff. It's just stuff you need throughout life, and it can really help you. So food storage is big. There are some big things about food storage you gotta prepare for before you try it. Another big tip I've learned is not to tell people what you have, because if this ever happens again and it gets bad to the point where the store's closed down and people know you have a bunch of food storage items like toilet paper, ramen, they're gonna come and probably rob your house. So that's a huge tip, is to not tell people what you have. There's just a lot you can do, and it's really beneficial for not only you but your family. So food storage is a good thing to look into. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you look into food storage. Thank you.